Come on.
Planning on going into private practice and opening an office in this building?
No.
Well, it's an educated guess. You said that this concerned our future, so, stop.
What? You'll understand in a minute.
Why don't you just tell me why you dragged me down here, honey?
Because I was afraid you wouldn't come with me.
What, me? Say no to you? When have I ever said no to you about anything? Never. That's when. Especially you tell me that we spend a couple hours together here could have a direct effect on our feud.
Here we are.
Well, unless it's an emergency, don't call me here at Landfair. I'll give you another number where you can reach me. I've got to go. Bye-bye.
I'm sorry. You don't have to hang up on account of me. If you have to finish your business, go ahead.
Perfectly all right. How was your flight from Arizona?
Oh, long. Very long.
You look tired, honey.
Well, I've spent a lot of time at the hospital with Raymond. It's been a heck of a day.
Yeah. As your mother, I should probably tell you to go home and go to bed. However, I may have a very important favor to ask you, and I'd like you to have some time to think about it.
Well, I'll do whatever I can. What's the favor?
I may need you to set me up with a man.
Miss Winston took Alan to the park. If you want to catch up with him.
see Max.
Hey, he's busy.
Max?
Hey, you just missed out.
No, I came to see you. I know you're going to be very angry, but you have a right to hear this from me, not from anyone else.
Look, I know you're having a hard time with Tanya, but
No,
please work
Tanya's
it out.
fine. I can handle her. God knows I thought I could handle this too, but Max, I'm sorry. It was terrible, but I just wasn't thinking.
Whoa, hey, slow down. Just take a deep breath. What are you talking about? Well, come on. I've been making knockout punches all day. I'm a tough guy. Probably take one more. Now just blurt it out.
I've named you as the father of my unborn child.
Here's what to do when you don't find the rainbows in this time. Here's where you go when it looks like the rain won't end. Don't cry. I'll give you tomorrow. Let me be the one to share it with. And each day that follows, 'cause we only have one life to live.
You're pregnant? You name me as the father? No, wait, you can forget about this, lady. I'm not falling into this trap. You got that? I got you a job. No, I got you a job to keep you out of Statesville. That's it. I am not buying into this dream. No way, no.
Max, give me a chance to explain what happened.
Nothing happened. Michael walked in the only time we ever even came close. And as far as I know, kissing is not any way to make a baby.
I'm not pregnant. I lied.
You want to tell me what this all is? What is this, some sort of scam to reduce your sentence?
No, I agreed to lie about being pregnant to help Tina.
Oh. God, when are you gonna ever learn? I swear, you have this self-destructive streak at least a mile wide. You're not gonna be happy unless you end up in Statesville.
Set you up. Well, I know one man who wouldn't mind taking you out on a date.
Oh, no, Megan, for heaven's sakes, I don't want you to be a dating service for me. This is for business.
Centennial business?
No, I'm investigating something for the Banner. Actually, I called Clint in Arizona. I asked him to come home and help me, but...
He refused.
No, he wasn't home, but I left a long message. He has not called me back yet. And I really can't wait much longer. If I don't get moving on this soon, it'll be too late. So the point is that if he doesn't call me back very soon, would you be able to find or hire an actor who could play the part of my husband? I would obviously pay him for his time.
Well, so what's this investigation about?
I'm not going to tell you, sweetheart. All you need to know is that I need somebody trustworthy to play the part of my husband.
A gorgeous hunk who's trustworthy. Oof, that's gonna be tough.
No, he doesn't have to be a gorgeous hunk. Just someone semi-intelligent who understands the need for secrecy.
Short-term or long-term contract?
Short term. It would only be for like a week at the most. Obviously, I would arrange my schedule at his convenience. But I may need him in the evening as well as during the day.
Oh, I see. So you and this actor are going to be spending time in the bedroom.
Megan, it is
No,
not
I'm just
like that.
kidding.
I'm kidding. Joke.
Okay.
So what does this guy have to do?
Basically, all he has to do is accompany me to an interview. Well, it'll probably wind up being a couple more. And it'll be more than one interview, I would think. And I'm obviously going to give him the information he needs to know so he can answer any questions so he doesn't give us away.
Are you sure that you can't tell me what this investigation's about?
No, I really can't. It's a very delicate matter, and I think the fewer people who know about it, the better my chances for success.
Viki, you're not doing something dangerous, are you? I mean, this isn't like a drug operation.
Oh, good heavens, no, it's not a drug operation. I'm going to be just fine, don't worry.
Well, I hope that you can convince Clint of that. I have a feeling when you tell him about this that he may not let you go through with it.
As things stand right now, I may not have the opportunity to explain things to him. His silence is a very clear message to me. He wants nothing more to do with me or our marriage.
Listen, honey, we have the greatest relationship since milk and cookies. We don't need a marriage counselor. We're not even married yet,
Oh,
Sarah.
you said you wouldn't say no. Now, would you come on?
Come on.
May I help you? Sorry. We're looking for the waiting room. My name is Sarah Gordon. This is Bo Buchanan. We really didn't mean to just barge in here like this.
It's okay. It's okay. Have a seat.
Okay, thank you.
The doctor's waiting for you.
Sorry.
Excuse me.
Okay.
All right, let's take a hike.
Bo, we're here. Let's stay.
No, what for? We don't need a marriage counselor. We're in love, honey.
Yeah, well, so are Viki and Clint. And look at the mess they're in.
No, that's their mess, though. That's not ours.
Well, like it or not, we're involved, all right? Honey, every time we start talking about this, we start shouting at each other, saying things we don't mean. Now, you keep accusing my father of interfering in the marriage.
Well, that's because he is interfering. He's always hanging around. He's bringing up this past great love he had with
ridiculous.
Viki.
But... See? Here we go again. Honey, we need help.
Yeah, but this doctor,
No,
it's a
she's
total stranger.
Look, try to talk to her, all right?
Her?
Try to open up and express your feelings, and I'll do the same thing, all right? I'm just asking an hour of your time. If you don't like it, we don't have to come back, all right? Please, would you please just give it a try?
Oh, hello. I'm Dr. Krollheimer.
Hello, my name is Sarah Gordon. This is my fiancé, Bo Buchanan.
Hello.
Let me guess. You made the appointment with me, and you're not very happy about it, am I right?
No, what? No, it's just, I can see no reason to waste your time, doctor. That's all.
May I make a suggestion? Let's talk a little and get to know each other, and then we'll decide whether it's a waste of time or not. Fair enough?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Fine. Now, those chairs are very comfortable. Just sit, try and relax, and tell me about yourselves.
Bo blames my father for everything that's happened.
But she's always blaming Clint.
And as you can see, communication breaks down. Listen, we know it's a destructive pattern. We just don't know how to stop it.
It sounds to me like you're caught right in the middle of their problem.
Yeah, see, that's exactly right. It's Clint and Viki. They're the ones that need a marriage counselor right now. It's not us. Heck, we never argue about anything except them. And about her father. She's so damn protective of him, it drives me nuts sometimes.
Yeah, and Bo's determination to protect his brother drives you equally nuts.
Yes, of course it does. I just think if we could get through this, we'd be okay.
Before you're okay, I think you have some much deeper differences to resolve. Differences that have nothing to do with the rest of your family.
Oh, jeez, I knew you were going to start this. See, you're looking for problems where there really aren't any problems.
Dr. Krollheimer, Bo and I really do love each other. I trust him more than I've ever trusted anyone in my life, and I know that he trusts me, too.
Mm-hmm.
Look at it this way. You're friends and lovers. You've chosen each other as partners on a long journey, and you expect that journey to be smooth and comfortable. But along the way, you run into some roadblocks, detours, missed connections. Well, those roadblocks that you see are the easiest ones to deal with and overcome. But if you don't understand your differences...
No, see, we don't have that many differences. They don't even amount to a hill of beans. I sleep on my side, she sleeps on her back, and snores.
I don't snore.
Yeah, yes, you do. You wake me up almost every night.
That's because you're hogging the covers, and I'm freezing to death.
How could you freeze? You sleep in a sweatsuit and a woolly sock.
Once.
What?
One time, I slept in a sweatsuit, and that is because the furnace was hot.
Oh, it's like the one time you forgot to set the alarm.
No,
huh?
I set the alarm every night. You turn it off every morning, and then you oversleep and blame me because you're late to work.
No, I'm late to work because she takes 2 hours in the bathroom drying her hair and curling
I
it.
don't curl my hair. I thought maybe you would have noticed that. And we have 2 bathrooms.
Yeah, but I like to use the one that happens to be right off my bedroom.
Your bedroom.
Viki, instead of jumping to conclusions that are probably false, why don't you just call Clint and See if you can talk to him.
No. No, if he can't take 5 minutes out of his dream to talk to me, I'm certainly not going to beg him. I'm sorry, darling, I don't want you to get involved in
No,
this.
it's all right. I just wish there was something that I could do. It makes me so unhappy to see you sad like this.
Well, Clint's not very happy either, you know.
Well, he could have made a little effort to bend a little, to take your needs and the kids' needs into consideration. How are the kids handling this?
Oh, they're very confused. They just don't understand why he wants to stay in Arizona rather than be here with them.
Well, I think it's really inconsiderate of Clint to leave it up to you to answer all of their questions and to bolster their spirits. I mean, you know that he's using you to cover the fact that he doesn't want them to think that he's deserting them.
No, that's not entirely fair. After all, I'm not completely blameless.
Really, does Clint have reason to worry about you and Dad?
I want Clint to come home, and I want to save my marriage. But maybe I have been too unyielding.
No. You have bent over backwards for that man.
Yes, but Clint has suggested a compromise, that we divide our time between Landview and Buchanan City.
Oh, that doesn't sound great. Tracking the kids back and forth across country every 6 months?
I know. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. I'm so sick and tired of talking about it. Oh.
Well, maybe once Clint rebuilds Buchanan City, he'll come to his senses and he'll realize that his marriage is more important to him than some old town somewhere in the desert.
That would be real nice, wouldn't it? What do I do in the meantime? Do I put my life on hold and wait for him to come to his senses?
Ain't love grand?
What you're doing is heading for trouble.
You're wrong. This is a perfectly logical way to get evidence against Ambrose and Serena for selling children.
You want evidence? Why don't you get that girl from the halfway house? What's her name? Garnet? Have her go to the police. Have her demand to know where her little girl is. And that'll blow the lid off this LLC thing once and for all.
No, they'll find a way to cover it up. The adopted parents would never testify against them because that would mean they would lose Sandy. So don't you see, Ambrose comes out smelling like a rose. Either that, or he lays low, or he moves the whole organization to another part of the country. But right now, we can catch them. We can put them behind bars.
Did it ever occur to you they're going to figure out you're not pregnant?
No, they won't do that because Tina and I have that all figured out.
Why do I get the feeling that you need me for this?
Well, I do.
Huh.
You see, it never dawned on me that Ambrose would assume that Michael was the father. But you see, I was cornered. And I certainly couldn't go to Michael. He would never go along with this plan.
Oh, my name just popped in your head.
No, it didn't. When I realized that Ambrose had done a background check on me, then I knew I had to be very careful when I lied to him. Your name has been associated with mine through the whole trial, front page news, so I thought he would buy the fact that you were the father.
Oh, lucky me.
I'm sorry. If there'd been anybody else that I could have chosen, I would have, but there wasn't.
You know, if you hadn't lied, you wouldn't have had to choose anybody.
Please, if you would just sign this consent form that gives your child up for adoption, it's that simple. There's nothing else you have to do.
No way.
No way what?
Forget it. I'm not going to sign the consent form, Gabrielle.
I hate the football season. It's a total wipeout.
Yeah, but you know how much I love football.
Well, how you can sit in front of the TV and watch 14 straight games I'll never understand. And now the basketball season has started and we're going to be...
Sarah, Bo, hello. Remember me?
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, please don't apologize. You were just airing your differences, and I'm delighted. This is a perfect beginning to working out your problems.
Yeah, but here we're sitting here, we're attacking each other.
I had no idea that it had gotten so out of hand.
Tell me how you feel.
I feel terrible. I hate fighting with Bo. Honey.
I don't like this a damn bit.
I mean, apparently we don't agree on anything.
Well, understand, no two people can agree on everything. I mean, if that were true, our lives would be very boring indeed, wouldn't they? But we can learn to understand and appreciate each other's feelings. And then some of those roadblocks to lead to these arguments would disappear. The marriage journey would be less hazardous. Not perfect, you understand, but smoother and more pleasant.
Well, I will never understand how we can sit around all weekend watching sporting events.
Yeah, but maybe if you just watched one, you know, all the way through, then you'd understand.
You see, Bo has the right idea. That's exactly what I want you to do.
Watch football?
Change places with Bo. And Bo will change places with you. It's called role reversal. Now, for the next few days, I want you to do everything that Bo normally does. And Bo will take on the tasks that you normally perform. Except for your business responsibilities, of course.
Yeah, but if we do that, we're going to starve. Otherwise, we're going to have to eat out or something.
Oh, no, no,
See,
no.
She always cooks.
You can't go to restaurants. Cooking will become your duty. If Sarah pays the bills, then you pay them. And if you normally initiate sex, well, then Sarah will have to initiate it for the next few days. Do you understand?
No. Checkbook is going to be a mess.
Well, that might very well happen. But then you can always straighten it out later.
You've tried this with other couples?
Yes. And for the most part, the results were very gratifying.
Well, yeah. This makes sense to me because I think if you saw things from my point of view, then maybe you could understand why I find it so hard to turn my back on Clint.
I never asked you to turn your back on Clint. I just wasn't going to sit around while you called my father a homewrecker.
Oh, let's take off the gloves and put on our new hats, beginning now, all right? Now, Bo, you'll wear Sarah's chapeau, and Sarah will wear yours.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kohlheimer.
Good luck.
Allow me.
So, have you seen Max?
Yeah, I just went over to his place to pick up the rest of my stuff.
Oh.
You know, I stood outside the door and I looked at that sign, Max and Megan's place. That was really the nicest thing that he'd ever done for me. I felt like I was going to be a part of his life forever.
You know, Megan, there's nothing to prevent you from changing your mind and giving Max a chance to prove that he wants you in his life.
I denied the truth for far too long. And now that I can admit it to myself, I can't go back.
You talking about Gabrielle?
Oh, you talk about Max, you talk about Gabrielle. There's no avoiding it. You know, she has a real strong place in his heart, Viki, and no matter how much she tries to deny it, it's true and it's there.
Sweetheart, you know that they...
Yes, I know what you're going to say. They share a child, and that's a bond that they're always going to have. I could live with that. I really do think that I could, but it's more than that. So much more than that. I realized that when I saw them together after they'd spent the night in the costume room. I recognized that intimacy that they shared. I recognized it because it's an intimacy Max and I used to share. I mean, maybe they didn't make love that night, but they're in love. That's so clear. I can't fight that. I can't compete with it.
I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry. I wish I could help you.
Well, you know, I really think it's my fault. I shouldn't let myself fall for him again. I should have just kept things light and fun and, you know, and then split. But no, I had to get serious about everything. I had to move in. I almost asked him to marry me.
Well, good heavens, you had no way of knowing that any of this was going to happen.
Yeah, well, maybe I'm just not ready for a commitment. Maybe the bottom line is that I'm too demanding.
Megan, that's ridiculous. Good heavens, you can't give up just because this didn't work out.
I'm not giving up on life. I'm giving up on love.
Well, you give up on love, you're giving up on life.
Well, no, that's not true. I have a lot of friends who have made commitments to their careers and have decided not to commit to marriage or anything like that, and they're very happy.
That's possibly true, but we're not talking about them. We're talking about you.
I know, but maybe I can't give myself fully to somebody. Maybe I can't make the sacrifices that are necessary.
That is such rubbish. You have done it over and over again with Max. And I don't see any reason why you should not expect him to return your love unconditionally. Now, if Max can't do that, and obviously that's the case, you're certainly not to blame.
Are you saying I fell in love with the wrong guy?
Perhaps you did, yes. And if that is the case, I don't want you to shut yourself off to another love, to one that might be right for you.
No, can't I just love my family for a while? I mean, that's just a lot easier.
I'm not advocating that you run out this afternoon and find somebody new to fall in love with.
All right.
I know you need some time. I just want you to look at things with an open mind and an open heart.
I'll try. Thanks for the safety net.
Oh, come on. Anytime you need a hug, you know where to come.
Yeah, same goes for you. Well, look, I'm gonna get going here. Don't worry about your little project. I will find you someone.
Thanks, honey. The sooner the better.
Okay, I'll work on it. See ya.
Why should you help? I mean, why should you help these young mothers that the Wymans are trying to convince to give up their kids? Because these women, most of them are in prison, or they're on probation, or they're too poor and scared that they need some sort of reassurance from the Wymans who are promising them everything.
Gabrielle, I would like to string the Wymans up in front of City Hall. I would like to track down every single kid they sold and return it to their mother if the mother wants it. And if the mother can't keep it, then find great homes for them. But I am not buying into this scheme.
Oh, those are terrific words, but they don't mean a damn thing, do they?
Look, I can't help you with this. Don't you understand? If I give my consent and this whole thing backfires on you and Tina, that you could go to Statesville, and then what will happen to your son?
It's not going to backfire. Tina and I have it all under control.
Oh, you and Tina don't have anything under control. You two always fly by the seat of your pants. And you always end up getting in trouble. And then your son is going to be the one to lose out.
Look, we're not in this alone. Cord is involved, too.
Cord?
Yes. He has been trying to find some evidence on these people for a long time so he could expose them in the banner, but he couldn't find anything. That's when Tina came up with his plan to say she had a girlfriend who was pregnant and was willing to give up her child.
That's just great, but if Ambrose is doing all this investigating in your background, don't you think he's going to check your medical reports?
He already has. Tina convinced Dan Warwick to help us out.
Dan Warwick made a phony medical report?
Max, please, no matter what you think of me and Tina, would you please just keep silent about Dan being involved, because he'd get fired from the hospital or he could lose his license.
I never heard his name, okay?
Thank you. So now that you know that our plan has legit backing, would you please just sign the consent form?
No. I'll hook up with Cord and I will help him on his side.
Great. After what happened yesterday, he probably wants out altogether.
What happened?
Nothing that important.
What happened?
Tina was trying to win Ambrose's trust so that he would tell her everything about selling the babies. Well, one thing led to another, and Cord came in and found them in a compromising position.
You mean Tina was going to take Ambrose to bed to try to get the answers?
No, of course not. She was about to call a halt to everything just as Cord came barging in.
Hey, look, forget it. You're out of this. You're in way over your head.
Max, I am essential to this plan.
Well, good. You can have a miscarriage, and you can have Dan make more phony medical reports for that and give those to Ambrose.
No, we are this close to finding it out. I'm not going to quit now. If you would just sign that form, then you could forget everything I've told you, and you will be no more involved in this at all.
Oh, God, you drive me crazy. Well, my dad always said, can't lick 'em, hell, join 'em. Fine. At least I can make sure you don't get into trouble. Let's go. Come on. You're going to introduce me to Sleazoid Wyman.
A few more minutes on those burgers and fries, all right?
Right.
Here you go. Everything okay? Can I get you anything?
How about a smile?
Free of charge.
Hey, what's your hurry?
I got orders in the kitchen.
Hey, come on, don't pretend like you don't know me. I'm Tommy, remember? One of your regulars?
Yeah, it's good to see you again, Tommy.
I'm a regular because of you. I like you. You got spunk.
Yeah, I also got other customers.
Wait, you are always running away. Now, don't I leave you good tips?
Yeah, you do. I appreciate it.
So can I get an extra minute here, please?
Okay. All right, here's your minute. And then I gotta get moving, all right?
From what I've seen, you've got some great moves. So how about showing me the rest of them after work? What time you free?
Sorry. Max has his policy, no dating customers, all right?
Okay, so we won't tell Max. It'll just be our little secret.
Hey, get off me! Come on!
Bud, hurry up and get out of here. Hey, look, she came on to me, and I took the bait. She got cold feet. There's a name for girls like her.
Hey!
Back off. Get out of here. Don't talk about it that way. Hey, back. Hey, this party's over for you, Jack. And you're out of here. Come on, break it up. You okay? Come on.
No, I'm fine, all right? I'm okay. I can take care of myself, all right?
Hey, sorry I butted in.
No, wait, Tyler. I'm sorry. I appreciate your help. I don't know. I just smiled at him. You know, I smile at all my customers, and got the wrong idea. You came in just in time, thanks. Hey, welcome back. Gee, why don't I get the phone?
Megan.
Yeah. Hello? Oh, hung up.
Good.
Well, I'm sure if it's important, they'll call back.
Oh, it's just another reporter trying to get a story out of me.
Now, you see, you don't understand that you make such a great story. Maybe people in Europe don't think royalty is anything special, but here, you're hot stuff.
I have a minor vision problem, that's all. Nothing to get excited about. The optic nerves aren't completely damaged, and my full vision could be returned just as quickly as it disappeared.
Has your vision gotten better since last night?
I'm up to about 10% now, which is very encouraging.
That is. That's great. What, do you want to go back to bed?
No.
Okay, well, then let's sit down.
Why don't you sit down? I'll be fine.
Okay.
I'm sorry I snapped at you. This is just so frustrating.
You know, you don't need to pretend with me.
Pretend what?
That all of this, everything that you're going through is freaking you out.
Megan, I am not freaking out.
Sarah has told me what it's like for people like you. And it's the same for princes as it is for paupers. But believe me, there is help to be had. I'm sure that Sarah wouldn't mind coming in here and talking to you. She might even recommend therapy.
I don't need therapy.
Well, you're going to have to start dealing with this at some point.
Why waste anyone's time? My vision will return and I'll be just fine.
Okay. Okay. In the meantime, I think we need to get you out of here. You're suffering from cabin fever. So, get up out of your chair.
Megan.
Come on. I'm going to help you. Up. Sit down in the royal mini chariot. We are going to go and find you some fresh air. But first, don't let anyone recognizing you, you know. Perfect. Okay.
Help, I'm being kidnapped.
Ah, shut up. I drive better than you do. Trust me.
Matter of opinion.
Galantine of chicken with white wine. That sounds pretty good.
We don't have the ingredient for that recipe, Bo.
Ribeye steak with parsley butter. Now, that sounds simple enough to me.
We don't have any steak. I doubt we have any butter. And I know we don't have any parsley.
Now, whoa. I do the cooking here now. You do the jogging, remember?
Freezing out.
So put on another sweatshirt.
No, I would much rather be in my nice, warm, cozy kitchen than out trudging around in the park.
Now, wait a minute. You were the one who suggested that we see someone objective to help us work our problems out. So according to this Dr. Steiner...
Krollheimer.
Okay, whatever. I'm trying to follow orders here, that's all.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that I was going to be the one who had to go out to the park and freeze my ears off.
So where are your earmuffs?
Where is Tugger? I'm going to take him with me to keep me company.
No. Whoa. Time out.
What?
Time out. I don't take Tugger jogging when I go jogging because little dogs get overheated when they go jogging. So he stays here and you go.
That is ridiculous. And he hasn't been out all day.
So when you get back from jogging, you can take him for a nice little walk.
Oh.
No, honey, listen. If we're going to make this whole role reversal thing work, we're going to have to play by the rules. I do what you always do. You do what I always do. Right? So you just run along now and you do your little jogging, and I'll have dinner ready by the time you get back. Is that you here?
Yes.
Sarah?
Yes.
Okay,
It's me.
Dinner's gonna be ready in just a second. I'll have it on the table by the time you get back from walking Tuggy.
I'll walk Tugger after dinner. I'm starving.
Boy, have I got a surprise for you. Here,
good,
just
honey.
take a little taste of this, just to whet your appetite.
That looks disgusting.
What? No, hey, listen, I don't knock what you fix, so don't knock what I fix, okay?
I never made anything look so horrible.
Honey, I've been slaving over a hot stove. Just take
Okay. Don't
one
get
little-
hysterical, all right? I will.
little bite.
Honey, I'm not that hungry,
No, come
really.
on, taste it. I've been working hard. It's
right.
delicious.
Sorry.
I guess I should have let it cool off a little more before I...
Honey, listen. I don't want to hurt your feelings, but I think we ought to throw that out, okay? Listen, there's something I have to tell you, okay? Come on. I am a lousy jogger, and you are a lousy cook.
I know. I spit the same stuff out after I tasted it. I just thought maybe there was a chance that I was wrong. Anyway, I took the precaution of calling a Chinese place to deliver Chinese food just in case this might happen.
Honey?
So it should be ready by the time you get back. Hmm?
Chinese food.
So what's been going on around here?
Not a lot. Everybody's getting pretty excited about the centennial celebration. They're giving this very fancy dress centennial ball.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Do you want to go with me?
To the ball?
Yeah. Max is on the committee, and he gave me a couple of extra tickets.
Andy, I'd really love to go, but you're pretty much looking at my wardrobe. It's not exactly fancy dress.
Well, if that's the only problem, I can think of a solution. Check it out.
Say, step out in style and Landview formal wear. Tuxedos, white tie and tails. All major credit cards on it. Who's got a credit card?
Oh, I'm sure they take cash. Well, it would have been fun. I guess I'll just give the tickets back to Max.
Oh, you can invite someone who's got the right clothes or the cash to rent them.
Nah, I don't really want to go anyway.
No. Don't give the tickets back right away. Maybe I can work something out. I'm not promising anything, but I'll try.
You really want to do this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, listen, I better get going.
Hey, what's your rush?
I have an important errand to run for Clint. What time do you get off work tonight?
I don't know, 8-ish, 9-ish, depends.
Can I see you later then?
Okay. Oh, wait. It's on the house.
Oh,
No. It's just my way of thanking you for rescuing me, okay?
All right. Just don't smile at anybody till I get back, okay?
Yeah, don't count on it. I'm kidding.
I'll see you.
Please have a seat.
Well, Mr. Wyman, I want your assurance that the child will be placed in a happy and loving home.
Oh, Mr. Holden, I guarantee you, we're very, very careful about choosing our prospective parents. Well, in fact, we've never had a disappointment. Now, this is not pride talking. This is fact.
Well, I'm very glad to hear that, but there's one thing I do want to get straight before we go any further with this discussion.
Well, I'll do my best to accommodate you.
Yeah. You see, Gabrielle has gone through a very rough time as of late, and it's going to be hell for her.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't want you or anyone in your organization badgering her. See, the key to a healthy child is complete freedom from stress. Now, if any one of your organization stresses her out, the deal's off.
I can guarantee you that we will make it as easy as possible for Gabrielle. We will absolutely, that will be our top priority. We've already agreed that she can continue seeing her own doctor because she's more comfortable that way, and that's highly irregular.
Yes, I've already told Max how generous you've been about that.
And let's hope that continues. As for the adoptive parents, I would hope you would choose someone that you would place your child with if that were necessary.
Every child we place is like one of our own. Now, I'm not suggesting that you're going to back out after you've given your word, but taking the point of view of the adoptive parent, that would be a continuing nightmare. So to ease their fears, we have the prospective mother and father sign this consent form.
Oh, no, I understand completely. If I were adopting, I would want the same thing. Before I sign this, I do have a few more questions I would like to ask you.
Oh, by all means. What is your question?
Do you make any financial arrangements with the mother?
All medical costs are covered. Whatever is necessary, we pay for.
And who pays for this?
We
the
do.
adoptive parents?
No. The Lord Love the Children Foundation.
Well, do the adoptive parents give you some sort of fee? I mean, you've got processing, paperwork, all the background tracing you've got to do. I mean, that's a pretty high overhead.
No, well, we are a charitable foundation, Mr. Holden. We accept no fees. Sometimes the adoptive parents make a small donation to Lord Love the Children, but that's out of the kindness of their hearts. It's certainly not required.
Well, Mr. Wyman, you've just won my trust and confidence.
Well, thank you.
I don't have any doubts that the welfare of the children is what comes first.
Thank you. Is there anything else you'd like to ask?
No, that about covers it.
Good. Oh, and Gabrielle, you'll be having a medical checkup every 6 weeks until the last trimester?
Yes, I will.
Good. We'll need a copy of your medical progress for our files.
Yes, you'll get copies.
Mr. Holden, I wish we had met under less trying circumstances, but have faith in the Lord. You and Gabrielle have made the right choice.
Amen.
I'll make copies of this for your files.
Bought it. You were brilliant. You were so convincing. Even I, for a moment there, believed that we were having a child together.
From director Steven Spielberg.
Pete, that dive is way too steep.
Pete Sandage won't be home for Christmas.
I'm dead? That's right.
But he'll be there just the same.
I know you can't see me. I'm right here.
Richard Dreyfuss, Holly Hunter.
Tyler, I'm so happy to see you. When did you get in?
Just this afternoon.
Oh.
Clint asked me to drop by and deliver some presents.
Oh, my goodness, how nice of you. And nice of him. Thank you. The children will be thrilled.
I'm sure of that. Clint told me what he bought. Yeah, they're all for the kids. I guess he's saving your presents for Christmas.
Yes, I suppose he is.
Well, I better be going.
Thank you very much for stopping by.
No problem. No problem at all. Just tell Joey and Kev hi, and I'll see him soon.
Okay.
All right.
Tyler?
Yeah.
How's Clint?
Oh, he's just great. I mean, he's real fired up about rebuilding Buchanan City now, and he's working from sun up till sundown. Even Julia's pitching in and helping out like a demon, too. So it's... I mean, she's...
It's all right.
They're both...
It's okay. I understand.
Well, you know, he's got that stubborn streak a mile wide. But I can tell you, for a fact, he thinks about you all the time. I just hope you can work it out real soon.
Thank you.
Okay.
Why don't you come and have dinner with us one night next week? Is that all right?
Whatever night's good for you, I'll be here.
Great. I'll talk to Kevin and Joey.
Okay. I'll see you.
Bye, hon.
Did you know this guy was such a snake when Tina asked you to help?
No, I had no idea, but once I met him, I disliked him so much, I'd do anything to put him out of business.
Yeah. Well, he's got all the right answers, so he's going to be very tough to trip up.
Yes, he is. But as long as he continues to trust me, and I think that he will, sooner or later he's going to slip up.
You will let me know if there is any trouble?
Yes, I will, but I think everything's going to be just fine. Yeah. I'd like to apologize for what I said earlier about you not caring about children.
Yeah, forget it. I know you didn't mean it.
Yes, but it's no reason to lash out at you. I'm sorry.
I've been guilty of doing the same thing once or twice. Hey, listen, let's get out of this place. Let's get those copies of the contract and get out of this viper's pit. You coming?
Yeah. I was thinking of being pregnant with Al. I was so alone and I was so frightened. You know, if I'd met someone like Wyman with all of his kindness, I would have thought that was a blessing.
Yeah, well, that's what he counts on.
I guess you're right. That's probably why I feel so close to these mothers. really makes my heart ache.
I would have been there through all those months if I'd known you were pregnant.
I know that now. Not even God can change the past. And if I could go back and do it all again, I would have done it so differently.
Final week of exams. My senior year at Harvard, I practically lived on milkshakes.
Oh, yeah? You haven't had one since?
Nope. I think I'll open an ice cream parlor right down the street from the palace.
Well, why don't you just get a blender for the royal kitchen?
Because an ice cream parlor will generate revenue for the Mendoran treasury.
Oh, sure.
Serious. Perhaps you'd allow me to exhibit your photograph behind the counter. That would guarantee a lot of publicity and plenty of customers. Of course, Klaus would have a fit. But they'll have one anyway when the reporters begin calling the palace to inquire about the beautiful blonde last seen wheeling the prince around the hospital.
Yes, well, I don't think Klausy has anything to worry about. We're friends, and that's where it ends. Because according to Mendoran law, you're not allowed to marry a commoner. Now, give me your hand, handsome prince. I'm going to help you out.
Now, when I inherit the throne, perhaps I'll tear up the Constitution.
Yeah, well, goodness, Parliament is going to have its hands full when you become king.
There's really only one law I'd like to change, now that I've met you.